Hello guys, my name is Behnaz and today I am going to explain the poem Dust of Snow from 10th class English textbook First Flight. Dust of Snow is a beautiful short poem written by Robert Frost. This poem tells us that even small movements can have large impact and significance. Now let's go into the detailed explanation of the poem, and before that, if you like my explanation, click the like button, share to your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Dust of Snow by Robert Frost from 10th class English CBSE textbook First Flight. About the poet, Robert Lee Frost was born on 26th March 1874 and died on 29th January 1963. He was an American poet. His work was first published in England before it was published in America. Known for his realistic depictions of rural life and his command of American colloquial speech, Frost frequently wrote about settings from rural life in New England in the early 20th century, using them to examine complex social and philosophical themes. Frost was honored frequently during his lifetime and is the only poet to receive 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry. He became one of the America's rare public literary figures, almost an artistic institution. Introduction. The poem Dust of Snow by Robert Frost is a simple and short poem, yet with a deeper and larger meaning. The poet explains how an act as petty as experiencing snow on one's body can brighten one's day up. The message of the poem is put into words by Robert. Always, always a larger significance, a little thing touches a larger thing. The fact that hemlock tree is poisonous combined with crow being the indicator of doom and fear are used in the poem as the carriers of happiness in the life of narrator is ironical. The poet, through these objects, has tried to highlight that sometimes creatures linked with negative aspects of life can be the bringer of change and happiness. Being outdoors in nature with all its unpredictability can benefit anyone, anywhere, at any time. The first stanza of the poem. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. The new words used here are shook, shake, hemlock, a poisonous tree with small white flowers. The poem is set in a scene where the poet is in a bad mood and is walking by a tree, a hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. As he passes by, a crow happens to throw some snow dust on him. Whether it falls on his head or shoulders is unknown, as there is no specific mention in the poem. Also, the readers are left in doubt about the bird's specific action. Whether the crow was landing, shivering with cold, or adjusting itself on the branch or taking off, it happened to send some particles of snow upon the author. Here, the two agents of nature, the hemlock tree and the crow, are signifiers of sadness and gloom, just like the poet's mood was in the opening scene. The second stanza has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. The new word here is rued, held in. For reasons unknown, the author was having a terrible day, but the falling of the snow on his head lifted his mood instantly. He had already spent his day in a bad mood, but the rest of it was saved by the crow and the hemlock tree. Generally, hemlock tree and crow are used for negative references, but the poet used them beautifully to portray that inauspicious things can bring joy and happiness too. One must not take things for granted and should be open and accept whichever way the nature chooses to bless us. Literary devices. Here the rhyme scheme is A B C D C D. Alliteration, the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. The instances of alliteration are as follows: has given my heart and saved some part. When the structure of a sentence is changed by the poet to create rhyme, this poetic license is called inversion. In stanza 1, inversion can be seen. The prominence of a vowel sound throughout a line is called assonance. In stanza 1, line 2, shook down on me, O sound is prominent. When the same sentence continues to the next line without the use of any punctuation marks, it is called enjambment. It has been used throughout the poem. The summary of the poem. This poem by Robert Frost throws light upon the unimaginable healing power of nature and tiny things. From a bad mood to ill health, there is nothing that can't be cured by nature. The author was experiencing one such bad day when a crow's movement near a hemlock tree dusted snow upon him. The snow instantly makes him happier. This day gets a lot better. Thus, the supremacy of nature as a whole made him realize how petty his problem was. If you like my explanation, click the like button, share to your friends and subscribe my channel. And if you have any comments, kindly put it in the comment box. Thank you.